with us for this one, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It's Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey with the honors. And we're off and running from Charlotte. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his third season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and he just know the way it works.
Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
Kind of up for that, you kind of like a little pace.
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to prove what a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away.
Sanders set to kick off.
To return, here's Raheem Mostert. Making some progress here. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace of the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game. Do not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. We'll get an injury timeout here, and thousands throughout the stadium hold their breath. CeeDee Lamb, the player, shaken up after that one. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Dak now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Barkley trying this up the gut. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get back to 5 yards. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard. So they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 14. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
There's another for it. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, but they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
Barkley, and he's going to be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal? Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. For an easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Aubrey puts it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
the tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. A gain of a yard.
Shotgun snap down Young. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's Dak. Finds his fullback. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
And the Cowboys
1st down, a run with Barkley. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Dak to the air here. Looking his fullback now. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
12 yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Taken down back.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Dak out of the pistol. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
This is pulled in by Nicole Hardman. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Young hangs on to it. And he gives himself up after a short gain. That's the end of one here. 7-6 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. To go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
A 2-yard loss on the play.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Prescott here from the gun. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Panthers bringing out a fifth defensive back on third. Third and long, they're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
From the gun is Prescott. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Let's see what they want to do here. It's second and inches.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 9-yard gain brings up second and goal.
It's Barkley again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown.
The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Cowboys push their lead to 6.
Panthers 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Young looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Hubbard. Rolling into enemy territory. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Sanders. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
On second down, it's Hubbard. They'll cobble together a yard there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Good 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Looks like they're going option keeper on first and 10. They get to him behind the line block. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's Young to throw. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Third and long, Young. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Mostert on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Cowboys have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. Dak now from the gun. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Getting out to his left. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Pistol give here to Mostert. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, it would have been a long field goal in the rain, Brock, so instead of trying that, they're going to go for it. They'll go, it's Mostert. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
A gain of 7.
First down, here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Now a pitch to Mostert. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll double their lead to 6.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot before the half. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our 2nd half. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Prescott will look to throw. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Prescott to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you can really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Young on the play action. Finding Hurst. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd.
Gain of 9. Brings up 3rd.
Young working from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Jukes away from one. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. To throw, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Secures this at the 17. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run.
And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
6 yards.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Up the perimeter. He's at the 25. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the shotgun. A give to Hubbard. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hubbard put on the draw. And it's a nice game, but they need just 1 more yard to move the chains. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Young. That one's incomplete over the middle.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Carolina in punt formation. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's going to be stopped just shy of that 1st down marker at the 22.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, Those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
We'll start from the 39. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
At the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Counterplay, Hubbard. Jukes a man, he's running free. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soch field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Sanders on the shotgun handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Third down. They need 7. No throw. Third and long. Coverage holds up, but he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Turpin with a return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Escapes the defender. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Connecting on the slant. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who is hurt on the play. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Prescott to throw. This is brought down to Mostert. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, second and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2.
Kate, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, which you could do in second and short, they decide to just move those chains.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Motion man sent left. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. We got away from a couple of defenders, but they just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. That's into the hands of Mostert. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Enough on the pistol. Here's Hubbard. He dodged the tackle. Still going inside the 35. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers come through to tie it in the 4th. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Cowboys 19.
Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
On the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10.
One bell on the cover.
Toss play to Barkley. Cheeks his way into space. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Drive play straight ahead. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 10.
Set it downs for him at the 38.
Cowboys.
Counter give to Mostert. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down.
32-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out.
49-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
22.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First down, Young. Dump off caught by his back. And our first down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Bounds at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second down, it's Hubbard. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's going to throw it. Third and 2. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. The throw just took him too close to the boundary. We've got fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys about set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball at the 33 for first down. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Going right back to Mostert. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
To the air on third and long. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Up the middle, Vaughn. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. Offense to the line for second down. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained the play. It typically goes for a whole lot more.
Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. We're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Okay, they had a chance to take a field goal out of the picture, and I don't know how I can quantify this other than hope. Now you've provided hope for that opponent because they know just get themselves into range and they can take care of business on their end.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hubbard. He brushed him off with ease. And he runs out after a very nice game. They're going to have to hang on to that momentum, though, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Hubbard again. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Hubbard quick on the draw. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Trying to get in with the option here. And they take this in for the score. The Panthers have taken the lead late. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Panthers jump in front now by 5. Sanders all set to send it away. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Setting up to pass. That one's complete, right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Back to throw.
29-yard line.
Has some daylight through the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's good for Cowboys. 1st down.
There's a Dive up the middle. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
Brings up second and 9.
And they'll spike it here and leave us with 45 seconds to go. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
The Cowboys first down.
And we're down to 31 seconds after he clocks it. With half a minute left, here comes 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Now setting up the screen to Mostert. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.